And welcome back. One of the planes sure to get a lot of attention this year is the Navy's P-3 Charlie spy plane. And Lee Vandermeet takes us inside.
Well, Kim, earlier this year, most of us remember that a P-3 plane similar to the one that we're in right now was involved with a collision with a Chinese jet fighter, and of course that sparked an international incident. Many of us were very curious about exactly what that plane looked like. Well, we have the opportunity here at the Muskegon Airfair to get an up-close and personal look, and joining us now is Jed Kane, who is going to tell us what the cockpit is. And Jed, you know, my impression when the Chinese story was going on is that this plane did not look very high-tech in the traditional sense, but it really is, isn't it? Could you tell us some of the features that it has?
Yes, that's correct. The airframe itself is 60s vintage and was based on an old airliner. But the gear in the back is quite high-tech, and it's fixing to get even more high-tech with new systems we're having installed. You have a little bit of a mixture up here in the cockpit. As you can see, you have some of the older instrumentation mixed in with glass displays, which were just installed in the last year or so. And we also have GPS and several systems in the back that aid us in our mission. And our primary mission is anti-submarine warfare.
I was going to say, so how does that differ from the plane that was involved in the collision in China?
Okay, this is a P-3 Charlie, and that aircraft was an EP-3, the E standing for electronic. And basically, the airframe is the same, but the gear in the back is completely different. And it's composed primarily of radio operators and Navy navigators.
All right, we're going to go back there and take a look at what that is all about back there. We are now towards the rear of the plane, and you can see some of the equipment here that looks pretty impressive. And with me now is Gary Fuller to explain what else goes on in this plane.
Well, this is the tactical coordinator position, and basically the primary function of the tactical coordinator is to coordinate with various sensor operators who have various sensor gear in the back of the aircraft, and they forward that information to me on this MPD multi-purpose display, and based on that I coordinate with the entire air crew in deploying appropriate tactics on station, whether it be anti-submarine warfare or counter-drug interdiction flights, or ASUW, which is anti-surface warfare, and which we're actually possibly could be supporting the battle group.
Okay, so very quickly then, what do you see on this screen then for the layman that doesn't know?
It's basically various conics displays. We'll display the flight station, the actual aircraft, and moving in certain altitudes and winds, and airspeed of the aircraft. And
it's pretty sophisticated stuff, though, right?
Yes, it is, to some degree.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And if you want to know more what the P-3 looks like inside, you'll have to come down to the Muskegon Airfair. Kim?
Thanks, Lee. And we'll be right back.